everyone, great to see you back on the Windsor family here. We bring you breaking news, fascinating stories, and little-known mysteries of the royal family. Make sure to like this video and subscribe so you won't miss any updates. At Wimbledon, the air was filled with excitement and decorum, a harmony of applause and elegance that had always defined the royal presence at the championships. Yet this year, something felt distinctly different. When Queen Camilla arrived, her entrance was not met with the spontaneous warmth that had so often accompanied the late Queen Elizabeth II, nor the delighted cheer that seemed to follow Princess Catherine wherever she went. Instead, there was a moment of hesitation, a silence that stretched just long enough for everyone to notice. The spectators remained seated, murmuring quietly among themselves, until one of Camilla's aides subtly gestured for them to rise. Some stood reluctantly, others pretended not to notice, and the young people lounging on the nearby sofas remained defiantly in place. Camilla's smile faltered. Her eyes darted across the crowd, narrowing slightly as if trying to locate the source of this quiet insolence. The moment was painfully transparent, a woman desperate to command reverence but receiving only polite indifference. Her assistant, sensing the tension, approached a young girl and whispered something. The girl rose halfway, then hesitated, offering only a brief handshake instead of the expected curtsy. The boy beside her smirked and rolled his eyes when Camilla turned away. To the cameras, it was a fleeting moment. To those present, it was the embodiment of what the monarchy had lost under her presence, the effortless respect that could never be demanded, only earned. When walking toward the royal box, Camilla paused beside a distinguished gentleman, clearly expecting a display of gallantry. Her assistant leaned down and whispered, prompting him to rise, and moments later, another aide discreetly wiped her seat before she sat. The gesture drew murmurs from nearby spectators. It was excessive, theatrical, and entirely out of step with the atmosphere of Wimbledon, where tradition valued grace over grandeur. Many whispered that even Queen Elizabeth had never carried herself with such hauteur. Her dignity had always been grounded in humility, and when the comparison inevitably shifted toward Princess Catherine, the contrast became undeniable. Catherine, as patron of the All England Club, had long been a cherished figure at Wimbledon. When she arrived earlier that week, the entire crowd had risen without prompting. Children waved their flags, ball boys and girls lined up in perfect rows, and she made a point to shake each of their hands, offering warm smiles and gentle words. The audience's applause grew louder as she entered the royal box, the sound echoing through the stadium like a hymn of affection. Elderly spectators stood despite trembling knees, and even world champion Carlos Alcaraz bowed from 10 feet away, his expression filled with genuine admiration. Catherine, ever modest, blushed softly and pressed a hand to her heart, thanking them with a nod. It was this quiet magnetism, this sincerity of spirit that made her adored, not by command, but by choice. No assistant had to instruct anyone to rise, no handkerchief had to be drawn for her seat. Respect followed her naturally, as light follows the dawn. Watching from her box, Camilla could only smile through clenched teeth, aware that applause born of obligation fades quickly, while affection earned through grace endures forever. The question whispered among the crowd lingered in the summer air. Should Camilla even return to Wimbledon next year? Or should the royal box be left to those who truly embody the heart of royalty?